of the Jets' chances without Aaron Rodgers?
Honestly, I think it's really bad that they had to get into this position because they obviously traded for him, and they used a lot of draft picks and pieces in their team to get such a quarterback for their team, and now without the quarterback, it's not looking good for them.
Can they win without him?
They do have some good pieces on defense, and they do have some good pieces on offense, but obviously not having a quarterback is very important. You can keep like a run game without a good quarterback, kind of like the Giants did last year, but when you don't have a solid quarterback, you can't really use your receivers that the Jets have and their pieces in their offense that they have to their best of their ability, so that really dwindles their chances. Do I think that they have a chance? Probably, but their second and third string quarterbacks really have to step up.
Do you think they have a quarterback on the team who could win, or is there somebody out there they can maybe sign?
I don't know if anyone's in free agency right now that they could sign. The best thing for the Jets probably is now looking for that they had that first summer practice with Aaron Rodgers. Now that they had him, I think signing a young quarterback, now that the teams know what a veteran quarterback feels like, they can really help build up a quarterback like that. So I think the best thing is to look forward to the season, obviously try to win a couple games, but also look forward into the next draft to find the proper quarterback.
Do you think Rodgers is done, or does he come back next year?
I think if the Jets should really try to get him back next year, but obviously it's up to Aaron Rodgers. I would like to see him play again, obviously, because he's a great quarterback. But if he can't play again, then he can't play again.
All right, thank you very much. What do you think about the Jets losing Aaron Rodgers for the season?
Honestly, I wasn't very high on Aaron Rodgers. I think the Jets still have a really good team. I think they can make it still.
Who would you pick to replace him?
I think Zach Wilson's good because he was drafted number 2. So, if they saw something in him, he should be the good one.
You think they could win with him? You don't think they need to go after somebody that's unsigned?
That's tough. Who are they going to get?
I don't know. Who's out there?
I don't think there's anything out there. If they were out there and they were good, they would have been signed already. So.
And do you think Aaron Rodgers will come back next year, or is he done?
He might have to go back for another retreat to see.
Your reaction to the Jets losing Rodgers for the year?
I mean, obviously it's a brutal loss. You sign your leader. He's proven himself 4-time MVP, Super Bowl champion. You put him in a great offense with Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook, Garrett Wilson. Had all the weapons to do it. And it's just definitely a tough loss, especially because you go through an entire training camp with him. It's going to be hard to replace.
Do they replace him with somebody on the team, or do they look elsewhere?
I think Zach Wilson definitely could make the most of this opportunity. I mean, he finished out that game strong. There is few QBs in the market, but a lot of them are vets, and this is a young team. So I feel like Zach Wilson could definitely grow with his weapons rather than signing a veteran quarterback.
Does Rodgers come back next year?
If anyone could do it, it would be Aaron Rodgers, I feel like. I feel like he's determined. I feel like he kind of wants to chase the longevity of Tom Brady, guys like that. So I could see him coming back.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Rodgers being out for the season.
I think it's devastating for the Jets. I think they were going to be Super Bowl contenders, and now that he's out, I'm not too sure that they'll even make the playoffs, honestly. But
who out there that's available do you think could replace him?
I think maybe Colin Kaepernick or maybe Tom Brady. But I think they should rock with Zach Wilson and give him a shot, I think.
Do you think Rodgers is done? His career's over?
I think so. Actually, no. What I'm saying. I think he's going to come back next year, and I think he has a lot to prove to the Jets fans. So I think we'll be back next year.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's with the Jets losing Aaron Rodgers for the year.
When I saw the Jets lose Aaron Rodgers, obviously it's a wave of emotion. You got Aaron Rodgers, he's a great leader. He's a great guy for football. Well, when you see him go down, especially after just being traded to a new team, it's very sad. It's very sad to see.
Can the Jets win without him?
Absolutely. I mean, you saw them do it. They ended up winning a big game, and they can do it. They're all professional NFL football players. You don't need, just because your leader goes down doesn't mean the rest of the pack has to suffer with him.
Who's their quarterback the rest of the way? Do they sign somebody? Is there anyone out there they can go after? Or is it ride or die with Wilson?
Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson, baby. It's his time. You heard him last year. He got a lot of criticism. I think it's his time to step up. It's his time.
Is Rodgers done?
Rodgers done like career-wise. He's coming back. He's a winner. He wants to end on that Super Bowl.
All right.
He wants to end on that Super Bowl.
Thanks a lot.
Without Aaron Rodgers, I don't see them making it past the wild card. And maybe not the playoffs. Maybe like 8 and 9.
Is Wilson the answer, or is there somebody out there they can sign?
I don't think Wilson's the answer. We've had him for 2-3 years, and he doesn't seem like he's making that much progress to be the franchise quarterback. I see them drafting a new quarterback and starting over. Unfortunately, as a Jets fan, this sucks because all this hype around Rodgers and then him getting injured.
And is Rodgers done, or does he come back next year?
I think he's done. A torn Achilles is a very hard injury to come back from, especially at that age. He was almost retired too, 90%. He was in the darkness retreat, and now that he's injured and the rehab, I think he's done.
He's in the retreat. What are the Jets' chances without Aaron Rodgers?
Right now, we're putting our hopes back into Zach Wilson. Did not work out for us last year, but at the end of the day, it's all we got. We're not doing anything to make any plays upon our quarterback. At the end of the day, our team hasn't put their trust in Zach. It's the only option we got. Very unfortunate what happened to Aaron Rodgers. It's okay. I might have to get involved. Outside of that, I don't know.
Do you think there's anyone out there, free agent-wise, that could come in and?
The only options people were talking about was Tom Brady coming out of retirement. So no. Right now, we're probably gonna just stick out with Zach Wilson for the year.
Is Rodgers? Do you think he'll come back next year, or is he done?
He's done. This was a 1 year. This was his ride or die, and it turned out the worst way possible. Very unfortunate situation.
All right, thank you very much. Your reaction to losing Aaron Rodgers for the year?
Oh, it's devastating. I mean, only drive into the game and you see our star quarterback go down like that. It's just the worst. You couldn't imagine a worse start to the season than that. And we finished out the game strong, but hopefully, Rodgers can come back next year and really deliver for the city of New York, and we'll see where it goes.
Does Wilson carry the team now, or do they sign somebody that's out there?
I think they go with Wilson for a little bit, and they kind of give him a little bit of a trial run. And within 2 to 3 weeks, we'll see how that turns out. And if it's a mess, we could always look for another quarterback, and if it's not, we always just stick with him.
You definitely think Rodgers comes back?
I do. I do think he comes back for 1 year to prove that doubters wrong. And after that, then he retires.
So what do the Jets do? Do they hang on him for 1 year? Do they draft a guy next year?
I think that you draft the guy next year expecting that he's going to be kind of under Rodgers' wing, and Rodgers will teach him a little bit about the game and be like a mentor to him, and could really benefit the future of the Jets as well as right now for the Jets if Rodgers comes back and he's fully healthy.